Let's see.
Okay, it's going live. It is. Okay.
I'm checking.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
we got it live. Okay. A little bit of technical
we're live.
difficulties. Okay. Okay, we got it working, thankfully. I'm not a complete idiot, and we got it up and running. Welcome to the
Uh,
MRL No Assist Championship. I'm your host, Mock Mage, and while these drivers will not be getting an assistance, I will be getting assistance with Pat joining me.
Hello.
Yeah, so I think it's not going to be too much longer before we get into the race itself, but going into a little bit of an overview of this. It is the longest race on the calendar, and the rain has only happened here two times in real life in 2022 and 2017, so IRL rain isn't likely, but you never know. High likelihood of several safety cars, the lowest average speed on the season 7 calendar. No surprise, is a very small, well, not a small track, but rather a very tight track with a lot of right-handers throughout. Well, just 90-degree turns in general. And this is also one of the longest races on the calendar as well. Well, the longest, actually. And in Season 5, this was Drunken Shamrock's 7th podium out of 9 races and no assists, which is kind of impressive. And, well, he is on the grid in the McLaren, so we'll see if he can repeat that success here.
I know you as a McLaren fan would love that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no bias at all, but yeah, it would be totally
Oh, of
awesome.
course. Bias, what do you mean?
Yeah, but bias is non-existent here. We never have any bias. It's a man in the Ferrari shirt.
Yeah. I'm hoping for some good racing. I didn't have a good race today. Let's just leave it at that. We don't have to go into that one at all.
Yeah, so we're gonna go straight into the track view, taking a quick look. So the Marina Bay Street Circuit is a pretty grueling track containing 23 corners and 3 DRS zones. But unfortunately, those DRS zones aren't as effective as everybody would hope, as overtaking here is very difficult. And with the amount of very slow right and left handers, it can be very easy to just be caught lacking, to put it simply enough, that you can
Yeah.
easily get ruined. And well, safety cars are quite common, as we mentioned before. And it's going to be only a matter of time before we go into qualifying. Now,
Yeah.
from what I've heard, they are going to be trying simulation damage, which means if there's even a bit of debris on track and you go over it, there's a good chance they're going to get a puncture. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's be interesting. Also, when you have sim damage, it doesn't matter how high your percentages on those tires. If you hit something or if it gets to like I think 75%, you can actually get a puncture and your race can be done right there.
Oh, yeah. All it takes is a little moment like that to ruin you. It's honestly quite terrifying. I've only done uh, simulation damage several times, and, well, let's just say there's a reason why I will never do that again.
No, we should do that one time. I like to almost break your wrist like I did the Ghostly.
Oh yeah. So it's
Uh,
only gonna be a matter of time. We're still waiting on some people to join, of course. The tier one race ended literally minutes ago, so we're still kind of waiting for everybody to slowly pile in before we make our way
yeah.
into the race.
Wouldn't blame them if they needed a breather after that because the last few
Oh
laps were
yeah.
quite hectic.
Oh yeah. You can absolutely say that again.
The last few laps were quite hectic.
Okay. Well, I asked for that one.
You did. You did. Uh, I have to say, from looking at, I've watched most of each stream today. It's been some great racing.
Well, I mean, yeah, good racing is always what we would hope to get. Of course, when it comes to tracks like this, that is a little more difficult, to say the least.
Monaco.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of street circuits like this. Although I would
Yeah.
say, this is one of the only traditional street circuits that I would count on the calendar. Now, I mean, of course, there are tracks like Saudi Arabia or Australia or Canada that are technically quote unquote street circuits. But
Mhm.
I mean, let's be real, they're purpose-built racetracks just happen to be drivable every so often.
Well, also you gotta include Miami in that because that's a freaking parking lot.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun parking lot.
It is. It is a great. They did a great job with that track.
Oh yeah. The only real problem, and I think everybody agrees on this, is the small little chicane before that long back straight, but aside from that really stupid chicane, the track is honestly really cool. I really
I mean,
love the way it twists and turns throughout.
the worst part for me with that chicane, you're going uphill into the left, but as you're doing the right-hander, you're going downhill.
Yeah, it's just so awkward to go through. Even more so
Yeah.
if you attempt to go side by side with someone, which I would not
Oh.
recommend. But I've seen it happen,
Oh.
and it rarely ever ends well.
Yeah, it's not pretty to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm hoping today's a good race
Oh
once we
yeah.
get people in.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I mean, this is the first race I'm ever really going to commentate for MRL, and so I'm still getting used to the transitions and everything. So for everybody watching, if you haven't just seen me massively screw up, just cut me some slack. I mean, there's a lot that goes on into the background. Like, there's a lot. Not that I'm complaining or anything. I'm honestly really impressed by it. Like,
Yeah.
so much
We
goes on
prepared for
behind
what,
the
like an
scenes.
hour?
Well, I mean, that doesn't include all the extra time that I put in before that, set making sure everything was set up and looked clean and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we did. Otherwise, it would look absolutely terrible right now.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that would be regrettable to say the least.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna see.
Okay, all the drivers are running up, so we are going to be
Oh, we are
going
going.
shortly.
Cool.
Yeah, Singapore is honestly one of my better tracks, strangely enough. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate driving in this game now, which is why I am not racing at all this season, even though I potentially could have signed up. Yeah, I
He
just
doesn't want to lose to me.
okay, we will answer that question in the next game. I just hate these cars now.
uh, these cars are a pain at times.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just feels like over the course of this game's lifespan, the cars become more and more undrivable to me. Like the way that they've
Hmm.
adjusted everything, the cars just feel so slippery. Like you're gonna lose at any
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. It's just you just got. There's just so much time you have to put in each and every week to be ready for each race.
Yeah, and I don't have that kind of time. I
Neither
really
do
don't.
I. I do the best I can.
Now, Singapore, I mean, I managed to get a podium here in the past, but granted, that was partially because people had me crashed out, and well, again, that's the nature of this track. You can't really not pay attention. Like, let's say at a track like Monza, you're going down the straight, you could just take a moment to glance at something. It's not a big deal, but here you need to be
Yeah.
100% focused at all times because you look away for a moment, next thing you know, you're sending your front wing straight into the wall, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, absolutely. And I would say this time, this is probably the one, if not you include Monaco, the whole game that you have to be hyper aware of every little detail.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are finally into qualifying. I think a couple more drivers are still waiting to join, but We are in here just waiting on some drivers. Oh, actually, speaking of, no waiting
We got some
anymore.
now.
Yeah, we already have a couple drivers making their way out onto track.
It looks like it's Iron's going to be leading us out.
Oh, it looks like Punju is about to make his way out in the Haas. J.
Oh,
Joe's making his.
Iron's just fun.
Oh, okay. Well,
Huh?
that's one way to get started.
Well,
Well, I mean, oh, Sugi had a big moment himself just now. That was absolutely terrifying. I mean, that's the nature of no assists. I mean, these cars are way more tricky to drive without any traction control or gearing or anything like that.
mhm.
You see, I'm a complete loser, and so I have to use medium traction control at minimum, automatic gearing, because I use a controller. And no, I do have a wheel, but it has no force feedback, so it's basically useless for stuff like this.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, you can already see plenty of drivers making their way out. We have about half the field, well, a little over half the field now, out on track. But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, most of these drivers are new to me. So, there's not much that I'm expecting. Now, I do see Sugi here. I know Sugi. He's fast, but, Pat, how would you describe him?
um, how do I put this that's friendly for stream? Um, an idiot at times?
He can be. He's honestly, you know what? I know the perfect comparison. Lance Stroll. There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and actually, he's gonna make his way on his flying lap right now. So we're actually gonna ride on board for it while we describe the lap. So turn one, you want to brake a little bit earlier than you would expect, I think, with no assists. And yeah, sending it nice and wide on the exit of turn three. Okay, so Sugi's actually putting together a solid lap off the start. Oh, I think he banged against the wall a
Ooh.
little bit there. That was cutting it close a little bit there. But again, that's the nature of the street circuits. These walls are closer than you think, and they can always catch you. Okay, that was a big lag moment right there. I thought Suki just completely locked up and went straight on, but no, he's fine. Again, look at how close he's getting to those walls. It's absolutely terrifying.
I mean, it's just like here, Monaco and Baku. You're right up against those walls every second of the lap.
Oh yeah. You can see Gary is making his way through. Sugi is continuing to put in a solid lap, and he has a few people behind him, of course, putting in a time, but we'll see how they stack up. We're gonna get a good idea of how the order is within the next 3 minutes. And now, the section that I
Yes.
would describe as probably the most difficult, Sector 3, because it's just constant, almost 90-degree left and right-handers back and forth over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So many people easily lose it into the wall just before the bridge. It happens all the time.
Oh yeah.
But Sugi certainly didn't do that, and he set a 140 that's immediately demolished by Yellow Snowman over
Oh.
2 seconds quicker, almost 2.5. Punchy puts himself pretty much in between. J-Jo is 6 cents down on Sugi. Whipples puts himself ahead of his teammate. Meanwhile, oh, Moldy Dragon, he actually lost it. I think he spun out at the turn just before the bridge. Meanwhile, Norm Bash is
Yep.
also making his way through. Be a little bit of fun here, it seems.
Whoa.
That is a
Hello.
good time by Chili. Puts himself first overall, and about 2/10 ahead of Yellow. You know, this would have been a great time to wear my Alfa Romeo shirt, and I just thought, you know what? I don't feel like wearing it. J-Jo's out!
Oh.
Wait, I think he retired in... Did he retire? No, he crashed.
No, he crashed.
Oh, he completely
Did he
wrecked it.
make contact with the irons?
Maybe. Either that or he just sent it way too hard into that turn. I'm going to see if running alongside Moo, we could get a closer look. No, he
No.
despawned right at the worst possible
Dang it.
moment. Yeah, we completely missed that. Meanwhile, you can see Gary and Moldy Dragon both at relatively similar times, but seconds behind the rest of the field. Like, that is a massive gap. Yeah, we've got Benzo Slice as well. He's starting on his run through Sector 3. I mean, this track is honestly fun to drive through when, again, you aren't sending it into the wall. It's in Sector 3 is terrifying yet satisfying when you nail it.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think this would be the most competitive time for Benzo Slice, as we're already passing 38.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, I was going to actually put him a little bit further back by guessing, but no, he puts himself P6, a solid lap, but he's over 2 seconds behind the fastest time. Like, there is a massive gap, almost 10 seconds in total right now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, my bad. It is over 10 seconds.
Yeah, and those were obviously like abandoned runs, but they just got time on the board.
Now, we are on board Drunken Shamrock now. This guy has been hyped up. So, I'm expecting great things from him. Of course, that could already be me. Oh, wow, that's a purple sector too. Okay. If that timing is correct. And, oh, Anthony spun exactly where his teammate DNF'd just a little bit ago. Meanwhile, Drunken Shamrock is making his way through the final sector going under. Well, okay, I guess it isn't a bridge. I was thinking of the other bridge. Well, technically there's a bridge right there, so I was close. It has been a long time since I've seen Singapore. Yeah, this time is looking really good. Is it going to be fast enough to take pole? No, it isn't.
That's a good time.
But yeah, that's still a great time. Inserts himself into the top 3, pushing out Punju, who is just a little over a second off the pace compared to the top 3. Still good enough to keep himself P4. Epic Wins, meanwhile, is making his way through in the Alpine.
I have a little story about Epic Wins, if you don't mind, Mage.
All right.
So, former TP, know him a lot. In these races, he usually decently well in qualifying, then drowns to never be seen again. And usually retires about 5 laps later. So, hoping for better things. He says he's feeling more confident. He's at a bit of a lockup.
Well, I mean, we have to remember how well Alpine did IRL at Singapore last year. I think it was a very memorable performance.
I sense the sarcasm already.
If you don't remember, both of them DNF due to mechanical failures.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so classic Alonso luck, of course, that he DNF first, and then Ocon not too long after.
43.6.
Anthony Jenkins is making his way through. He, according to the track map, put in a purple sector 1, but I think that's just in comparison to P10. But still, I mean, this is already a good improvement then. Let's see. Well, actually, this isn't technically an improvement. This is just straight up a whole new lap the first time.
Yeah. Not bad there through the hairpin.
No, not bad at all. But he's going to have a bit of traffic ahead of him, which is the last thing you want going into Sector 3. Let's just hope the Haas ahead doesn't get in the way. But it's looking a little dicey. Okay, that's
He got purple sector 2. I honestly think that's the fastest. I haven't seen anyone go faster than a 105 through the first 2.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's crowding the final corners now. I don't know if this is going to be the top time, but I think it's still going to be a competitive one at minimum. Crossing the line. He puts himself P6, so, yeah, I was close on that margin. He puts himself just a little bit behind Punju, so he's not too far off the pace. But Punju himself, meanwhile, is on a new lap. And he's already up almost 4/10 in Sector 1 alone. This is already a massive improvement. If he continues at this rate, he's going to get at minimum P4 or could be fighting with the top 3 for pole position.
Yeah, he's got to find a lot more time in the lap, which I think he can do. He's just got to put all the
Oh, we got a yellow flag in Sector 3. That's coming from the Alpine of Epic Wins, I think. He invalidated his lap time, it looks like, and he's making his way into the pits.
Unfortunately, that might have been an in-lap.
Oh, it might have been? Well, yeah, Moo
I
Irons.
think it
Oh,
was.
Moo Irons lost his front wing, so
Oh,
he made his way into the pits just now. Catching up with Punju, he's certainly doing his best to catch up with the top three. And right now, I think he's putting in a pretty stellar effort.
oh!
Oh, well, I spoke too soon. He just broke his front wing. That's commentator's curse at its finest, folks. And Punju is going to have to go into the pits. I apologize for ruining you like that. I had to say that.
Have words.
I had to say that, and yep, Whiffles is now making his way in, but yeah, that's unfortunate for Punju. Really
Ooh,
unfortunate. Chili William proves, and wow, he is now almost a second ahead of second place, who is currently improving right now. Well, either that or he's on an out lap. I think this time may be wrong because it says he's on an over 3 minute lap. Okay, he just what is he doing? Yellow Snowman has just
uh,
completely gone and
is he
taken the run
parking
off
the
the.
car?
Stop the car, stop the car.
It's a Ferrari, so
I mean, yeah, this is not the first time we have seen a Ferrari stop off track due to some kind of issue.
actually his teammates looking like on a good run. Apparently, purple sector 2
I mean, if
for
so,
Nornbash.
he is up in Sector 2 by a little under a tenth, so this already is a solid looking improvement.
Yeah. See if you can finish it though. That's always the main thing.
Yep. I mean, the classic saying, in order to finish first you have to finish. But Nornbash will be able to finish out this lap. It's not going to be the strongest, but it is going to be enough for P5.
Yeah, still a very strong lap.
Oh, yeah, I agree. That's a
Right up in the
fantastic
top
time. I think he
5.
should be quite happy with that. Someone who may be a little less happy right now is Freebird, who is a few seconds off, but I think he's on a new flying lap right now. At least it seems that way, because he's got plenty of ERS to play with. Yeah, he's sending it right now. Oh, but Aston Martin ahead appears to have gone off track according to the track map. We'll see up close. Freebird is unfortunately down to 10th in Sector 1, but plenty of time can be made up in those remaining two sectors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Main thing is, are we going to be seeing Freebird at the end of qualifying or not?
I mean, I don't know. I really wish if I was good enough at editing, whenever Freebird was driving around, you would just hear the actual song Freebird playing in the background. that would take a lot of editing work, and also praying that I don't get struck down by YouTube for that. But
Oh, you would get killed.
oh yeah, I would get absolutely struck down.
Hmm.
Now, I will say one thing that I am grateful for is that Renault changed to LP, because Renault and Singapore have a bit of a history, if you know what I mean. I doubt we'll see any of that happen here. At least I hope not. Please.
Right.
Yeah, and well, this track has honestly provided a lot of great moments throughout Formula One. Of course, Renault moment, of course. And in that very
Yes.
same race, Felipe Massa having a very fiery performance. That is until his car caught on fire because of the fuel pumps. So, well, because he
Yeah.
kind of ripped it off on accident. So that was
Was
fun.
it
And one of the
accident?
many, yeah, you see, Ferrari did a Ferrari, and they told him to go ahead, and so he basically
Wiffles
drove
just
off.
crashed.
Oh, oh yeah, he crashed. Where did he?
That's out of turn 3.
Yeah, that's out of turn 3. Let's take a look. Oh, I think he got oversteer out of turn 3 and just sent it into the wall, and he's done. I mean, again,
It's
was
either that or it's on a throttle.
well, yeah. It's unfortunate, but I mean, with sim damage, it does not take much to put an F1 car out of commission. It really
Oh,
doesn't.
you are absolutely right. Oh, Dragon's out now.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. And he's just ahead of the other McLaren. Oh, he locked up into the corner. It completely sent it into the
Oh.
wall. That's unfortunate. Wait, and that's another one
And now
out?
Irons is out.
Both Aston
He just
Martins
crashed
are...
it there. Oh my god.
What is going on? This is terrifying, because, like, if this many people are out and just qualifying, what's going to happen during the race?
I don't want to know. What happened? He just smacked the wall.
Yeah, it certainly seemed that way, and again, it's quite unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like the car despawned. Wait, that's a Ferrari that now sent it. What happened?
They're still in, but
Okay, I am so confused as to what's going on now. I mean, that's
I
again. That's
just
the
saw this from
nature of
chat.
Singapore. It's brutal.
Miniko said this a little while ago now, but he was absolutely right earlier. When Snowman was just in a runoff, he said Ragunathan,
Oh yeah.
and he's absolutely right.
Luckily, this is all driver error. Oh,
Yes.
I remember the Ragunathan Baku moment. I think that's what he's talking about, where he literally got...
That's exactly what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
that has to be the most embarrassing moment for any Formula driver ever. Like, how do you screw up that badly and then not be able to get yourself out of it? Like, I still don't know how that man got funding. And then in 2021 got an Alfa Romeo test drive. What?
Yeah.
Someone please explain to me how that works. If he can get an Alfa Romeo test drive, why can't I get an Alfa Romeo test drive? Come on. I totally won't wreck your multi-million-dollar car or anything. Oh,
Definitely
man.
not. Definitely not.
Nah, I'd probably break it while trying to start the ignition. Just destroy the engine immediately.
Looks like a minute ago, Epic Win spun and was going the wrong way, but he's still going here as he's finishing his outlap. Oh, Benzo slices out. The
Well,
ripples are done. Oh no, Freebird's still going. I thought he crashed out as well.
No, but you never know. Well, actually, there's only limited time remaining. Wait,
Sugi.
wait, did the Red Bull retire on track? I think he retired on track because he's moving.
No, that's Freebird. He's still in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just a lot is going
Sugi
on.
just went provisional pole.
Wow, what a lap from Sugi. That was apparently over 2.5 seconds quicker than its previous time.
Oh,
but
yeah, never mind.
Well, that's just unfortunate. For a moment, he had it. He had glory in his grasp, but nope, it's gone. So only a few people remaining. Sugi won't be putting in another time. Chili Willie's going for it. Drunken Shamrock is going for it. So is Punju. He's going to be the first one across the line. Let's see if it's going to be strong enough to take pole. It will not. But he does improve to beat Norbash. I mean, hey, any gain you can get is going to be worth it, I would say.
Yeah, improvement.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I doubt anyone is going to complain about moving up, even if it's a little bit. Norbash, meanwhile, I think he may be about to beat Punju, because according to that time, he's over... Oh! Well, I spoke too soon again.
Oh!
Why? Why do I open my mouth? Why?
Chili!
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was too busy watching that crash. What a laugh from Chili. That is terrifying. That's almost a 37 flat, half a second quicker than anybody else, and then 12 seconds faster than the slowest time. Wow. This is terrifying, in a good way.
Sugi just hit the wall.
I mean, it's fine. Qualifying is pretty much over. He can just, honestly, he can retire on track right now, and I think it'd be fine. But he's going to make his way into the pits. Yep.
Yeah, so that's quali done.
Yep, and it's only a matter of time before we get started on the race. One thing that I do appreciate about this league is that there's no formation lab. We just go straight into the action. Well, I mean, I can see the argument for the formation lab because it helps build up the tension, you know, getting...
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting it ready for the big restart, but I prefer to just go straight into it.
Yeah. But I think it's a good thing to keep my Aston Martin on from earlier today. Is they're not looking too hot.
Yeah, and that's the end of qualifying. Chili Willie's gonna take fantastic pole position. I mean, again, look at that gap. That's an impressive gap. And then after that, the gap just continues to increase. But I mean, this is Singapore. Literally anything can happen here at this track. So I think it's only a matter of time before you see what happens going into the race, and you can already see the countdown going. So we're gonna be getting started momentarily.
That was entertaining qualifying.
Yeah, it absolutely was, and it's only gonna be a matter of time before the race. So, any predictions?
Uh, I not really. Here's a prediction. I'm expecting some of the guys in the back to make a move up to the front, especially the Aston Martins. We never got to see what they could do because they DNF'd so early on. But I expect.
Yeah, I expect
I actually
Sugi to
think
do
the Alfa
really
Romeo is
well.
going to run
Actually,
away.
I think Sugi is gonna have a good shot. I think if the Alfa Romeo does run away off the start, he's gonna be safe. Absolutely, I agree
Oh
with you
yeah,
on that. We're gonna be getting
yeah. I'm
started
looking for
in
Aston
just a
Martin's
moment.
recovery. Pit crew just standing out there,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, they are just posted up. You know what? I'll let you guys. I'll take a look at this. Just look at him. I've never seen this before. Is this new?
I've never seen this.
The-
They've
the-
always been sitting in the
wait,
chairs.
wait. No, look closely. They're literally all in the default sitting position,
Oh,
slightly fused with one another.
um,
Oh my god, that's awesome. Thank you,
oh
Codemasters,
my
for making a
god.
brilliantly flawless game.
Yay.
They are all T-posing to assert dominance right now. Ah.
Uh, they all had to do it to him.
They all
Oh,
had
we're
to do
going.
it too.
Oh,
Okay, here
crap.
we go. It's just waiting to
Oh,
load. Green
formation.
lights. Oh, there is a formation lap. Never mind. I thought there was no formation lap. I was mistaken, and I apologize for that one. But again, no problem there. Let's take a look at the tire choices. And wow.
Hmm.
Look at the variety we have here. We have mostly medium runners and a few hard runners, being the pole position, Chili Willy, along with Drunken Shamrock, Norm Bash, Whiffles, Gary, Balum, and Freebird, all on hard tires. The rest are on mediums, with one exception being Moo Midnight going for a really aggressive soft tire option. Now, what I think he's doing is gambling on a very early safety car, and you can see the predicted pit stop strategy. He's probably going to be doing the exact inverse of that second strat, doing soft, medium, medium. Honestly, not a bad call, because if he does handle it right with a soft tire, it could make up a lot of ground for him. But you need to really put in the effort to make that tire pay off, and you need to make a lot of moves off the start. Otherwise, you're ruined. So he needs a very
Hmm.
aggressive start in order to make it count.
Yep. I will be right back real quick. I'll be back for start.
Okay. So this is the first MRL race I'm ever going to commentate, and it's no assist. So this is one way to get started. I don't really have many expectations, which is a good thing because in my mind, literally anything can happen. And when it comes to any type of sport, not knowing what's going to happen next is always the greatest thing. Although what isn't so great is the fact that this is just a personal gripe. Of course, IRL, the Alfa Romeo livery. I am so upset they got rid of the classic lettering that they had on the 2022 Alfa Romeo. Like that classic lettering on the side. Unfortunately, I can't see it anymore. Chili Willy spun out a little bit, but that classic lettering on the side, you can see it on the halo actually to the left a little. Man, I wish they kept that because That was absolutely beautiful.
Kept what?
Oh, I was gushing over the classic Alfa Romeo lettering on this car and how I miss it on the new Alfa
Ah,
Romeo.
yes.
Yeah, I love that thing so much. The fact that they got rid of
Hmm.
it upsets me greatly.
Right.
But apparently a lot of people are struggling to get into their grid slots. And the last one to come up is Sugi. We'll be able to get started in just a second.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. The 5 red lights are coming on at the streets of Singapore. And the 5 lights are out. We're underway. Looks like Yellow Snowman may have gotten a better start than the Alfa Romeo. He's going to go for it into turn 1. But he doesn't take the lead. Chili Willy holds on. Major incidents going on. I may have spoken too soon because we already see a lot of fierce battling going on. A little bit more towards the back. Meanwhile, Whipples makes a move on Dornbash. That was honestly quite risky there. Meanwhile, Gary, he's going to try and get past Whipples here, going down this long straight. It's incredibly close between the both of them. And Gary had to back out going to the next corner. Midnight, meanwhile, I don't think he made up any ground using the soft tires. So unfortunately, for the time being, it hasn't worked out so hot for him. But you can already see Chili Willy, despite being on the slower hard tire, has already pulled over a second on the car behind him. So, I mean, he's already showing he's got fantastic pace. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
the
and that
two
car's
Mercedes
already
are...
Sugi. Sugi's already up there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile... Oh, wait, that's Gary. He's out. What happened?
Oh, what?
When?
Safety car.
Yeah, that's going to be a full safety car for sure. Well, I had a
Oh,
bad feeling it was going to happen. Looks like he may have lost it going through the bridge.
there's some contact. I'll check the race director.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, the stream is struggling right now. Come on,
I
work
just got
with me.
terminal damage.
Mm-hmm.
I just got terminal damage. I got nothing about contact.
Okay, there we go. We got it all back under control now.
I want to see where people. I mean, if we talk about big movers for a second, J-Joe's up 6 and sitting in P6.
Oh yeah. It's a solid improvement. Let's take a look at yeah, he's made up 6 places. That's impressive. Only Dragon, like you're predicting, moving up the field. He's already up into P13, making up 4 spots. Yeah, meanwhile, Punchy, okay, I think he
Yeah.
did have a bit of a struggle. He lost a place. So, yeah, that is unfortunate for him. Normbash did not have a great start. He lost 3 spots.
Yeah.
And while, of course, nobody is pitting for the time being, because, well, it's lap 1. No one's going to want to pit immediately off the bat.
Yeah.
Man, the stream it is struggling right now.
Oh, Lord.
My internet is not wanting to work with me for some reason. It works fine any other time, but whenever I stream on Twitch, of course, it's perfect. But then I do it on YouTube, and it's just... No. Apparently not.
I got mine to look fine.
Oh,
For some reason, I don't know why.
Gibsy commented, you guys are looking so good. No, I appreciate the compliment there, Gibsy. Unfortunately,
you
Gary
love
isn't
to see
looking
it.
so good, considering he's out of the race. He's already left the session.
No. No. But I did predict the thing about epic wins earlier, and it's come true.
Yeah, he's all the way down to P16 right now, so... Did he?
And has over a second gap to the car ahead under a safety car.
Yeah, I mean, the safety car is going to come in for another couple laps, so we're going to be sitting here for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, oh, we do have a car boxing. It's Normbash.
Oh, yeah, that's a strange choice. I mean, he's on hard tires. I don't know why he'd go for that unless
I
he's
see
got wing
yellow.
damage. Yeah, he's going for the mediums. I question that move unless he's going to try and do medium for halfway through and then another set of mediums. Epic Wins is going for the hard tires. I doubt they'll make it all the way to the end. So that's a risky strategy. Unless he's going
Very
to pit for
risky.
another set of mediums, in which case, yeah, he's on a similar strategy to Norm Bash, albeit a little safer now that I think about it.
Yeah.
And well, considering Epic Wins is close to the back, that was not a bad call at all. I mean, it's not like he's gonna lose any positions. So, you know.
He lost 0 positions from that pit stop.
Yeah,
Very good.
exactly. So, I mean, when you're that far back and you want to stop, I don't blame you. But
Oh
obviously
yeah.
for Chili Willy, for example, he's not gonna want to pit. That's not worth it.
No, I'm a little surprised actually. If we're talking about people pitting, I'm surprised Midnight didn't come in because he could
I
do a medium
Yeah,
straight to
I
the end
fully
without
agree.
issue.
I'm amazed he didn't pit. He's on the soft tires still. And I don't know if that's a good idea for him to remain on this tire for
Right.
too long. Yeah, I'm frankly astonished that he didn't. But we'll
Yeah,
see how it plays out.
I was just like safety car lap 1, perfect for Midnight, and then he just kept going. I was like, well,
Yeah,
never mind.
I thought that played right into his hands. Like that would have been perfect.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay. I gotta point this out. One thing that infuriates me about the design of the McLaren is if you look on the side pods, there's one little bulb on the side of it. And whenever I look at it, it's just like, oh, it's such a smooth side pod, and then that little bulb, and it just like it infuriates me to no end. But
Oh, we're
thankfully, we
going.
won't have to look at it too much longer because we're gonna be resuming racing here in just a moment. Chili Willy nearly sent it into the wall. Either that or my connection is really screwing up right now.
I don't think I don't see any damage.
Yeah, I mean,
It might also
again,
just be a lag spike.
I think it was just a lag spike. It's all under control now, but let's see if Chili Willy can control this race restart. He's got Sugi right on his heels. You can see Chili Willy's taking his sweet time before he gets going. He's gonna probably try and jump him. Oh, about now. And that was honestly quite brilliant. He's already made almost a second, but you can already see Sugi's trying his best to catch up right now. Yellow flag at
He
sector 3. Did someone lose it? Okay, no, we're all good.
it might just
Oh,
be the
but I
restart.
think someone's about to go for a send, perhaps? Or perhaps not. Never mind.
I don't think so.
We got
Yeah,
Punchu.
no one's
He's
going for
right
it.
on the heels of the two Mercedes. He's going to want to find a way through, perhaps, but it's going to be easier said than done. This track is difficult to overtake on, but I think Punchu is going to go for a send. He's going to try and take the outside, sweeping for the inside, but he decides it's best to back out. I don't blame him because sending it there is definitely risky, as we saw from Max Verstappen last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and
J-Jo's off.
yeah, he locked up and just completely sent it. Thankfully, he didn't send it into the wall so he can keep going, but that sent him from a solid points finish to the bottom of the field by a few seconds.
Yeah.
And well, with no assists, that's just how it is. The slightest mistake can
Oh,
absolutely
is that
ruin you. Let's J-Jo. Does he have damage now? Looks like he's
maybe?
struggling a little. Yeah, he has front wing damage, front wing end plate. Wait, and Punju's off. Oh, and he's demolished his front
Oh,
wing. He's gonna have to pit. I think he may have sent it a bit too
safety
hard.
car.
Oh, yeah, that's a full safety car. Yep. Well, Midnight, if you're watching, this may be a good time for you to pit now.
Box. Box Midnight. Box. Medium
Box.
to the end.
Yeah, this is a perfect time
If
to
you don't
box.
box, I swear to God.
Please box Midnight. Is he gonna go for it? Yes,
He's
he
boxed.
will. Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the mediums. He's gonna box one more time later on, and that'll be his pit strategy.
Yeah, so we got Midnight out. Actually, he didn't lose too many spots because a few people wait. Oh, J-Jo pitted, Punju pitted, of course. He had wing damage. I don't blame him. Irons pitted as well. So Midnight didn't lose too much. He did lose a good few spots, but ultimately, in the long run, I think it was worth it. But what I
Yeah,
am
I
worried
agree.
about is that we're gonna get safety cars over and over and over again, and it's just gonna be a safety car GP. I am very worried that is
Yeah,
going to happen.
yeah. I personally feel like that should have been a VSC rather than a safety car there.
Yeah.
It was just wing.
Well, Red Bull gives you wings, and we do have a Red Bull driver in P5.
Eh, there you go. I'm
Yeah,
actually, I'll say this, I'm a little surprised with Sugi right now.
yeah, he hasn't DNF'd yet.
He hasn't DNF'd, and he's kept up with Chili.
Yeah. For those who think we're being a little bit mean, he's a friend of ours, and we slander each other on the regular. So
He knows it's happening.
we
He
we
knows.
we do a little trolling. Yeah. One thing that I'm super happy about is that Williams doesn't have the livery like this anymore, and that they really fixed it up, and they made the Duracell logo a bit permanent on the livery full
Yeah.
time. I love that. Like, in terms of sponsor designs, it's one of the most clever bits, making the airbox the Duracell battery end, and they even did it on the part of the visor in a very clever way. And honestly, just seeing that,
Mm,
I can't even be mad. It looks great. Also, I
yeah.
remember seeing this image a while back, and I honestly loved it, where a kid was able to meet Alex Albon, and he had a Duracell shirt that had triple A on the back, right? And Alex had a shirt that said double A on the back of it. You know, Alex Albon double A. I couldn't help but love how clever that
Yeah.
was. And yeah,
That
it
was
might be a little cheesy and
good.
dumb, but I'm a sucker for cheesy and dumb.
What else is new?
Not much really.
I asked for that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
That's fair.
Speaking of what else is new, Formula One has been dead because this has basically been a spring break, and how many weeks until Baku? Yeah, it's agonizing. I mean, well, this wouldn't have happened
Yeah.
if China wasn't on the calendar at all, and then they formatted it a little bit better. But I mean, China said that they were gonna do it, and then like that one flaky friend we all have, they backed out the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is unfortunate, but, well, it is what it is, and so, it is crushed again. Why?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's good, though.
Alright.
It occasionally flicks off on me, because it's evil like that.
Uh. Is Chili a catch Sugi again? $1 million question.
Yes. All right, where's $1 million? I want
Alright.
it. Oh, what has happened? Nothing.
JJ
But
boxed.
yeah, Midnight is I think gonna attempt to move on Epic Wins. He's gonna send it on the inside into turn one. And wait, what just happened? Did Epic Wins go off track? Oh no, he's still alongside on the outside, cutting it a little bit close there. Epic Wins is still going, and he manages to remain ahead. That was a brilliant defense by Epic Wins there, keeping himself just ahead. Meanwhile, Punju is trying to get past Midnight, getting better traction out of the exit there. He's put himself completely ahead and is now up to P13. Oh, but he sends it a bit too hard and goes off the... Wait, no, never mind. What was that lag spike? Okay, what is happening? Somebody please explain. Okay, we're all good. Punju did make his way past... well, no, he didn't even get past Midnight. What is going on? This lag is killing me right now. Okay, meanwhile, Sugi, he is gaining ground on Chili, but it's only going to be a matter of time before those mediums start dying off. Granted, though, he does have an extended time because of the safety cars, so he's definitely saved a lot of tire life.
Oh.
And I think we may be getting another safety car in just a moment. Because who is that off? Oh, it's
No, he
Moldy.
just went off the
Yeah,
track.
he completely locked up. In the back with Chili, he's got Sugi right on his heels now. He's gonna have to watch out because that Williams is incredibly close. Sugi gets a bit of better traction, not enough to potentially send him. But you can see Sugi's got the fastest lap now, and he's definitely got a bit more speed than Chili. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to overtake at the moment, but if he keeps up enough, he may have a shot going into the left-hander after this right-hander. We'll see. Now, Sugi's just a little too far back at the time being. DRS isn't enabled yet either, so he's not going to have that helping hand for a little bit. Though Moo Midnight may not need that helping hand to make a move on Normbash. Okay, I stand corrected. Normbash had a better exit. Meanwhile, Punju is right behind the McLaren, but he's gaining a lot of ground here. Is he gonna go for a send? He's looking for it on the inside. Punju unfortunately couldn't make it, but that was a good attempt by him. Okay, this race is already going better because he managed to have several laps without a safety car, so things are already going better.
Yeah, Sugi's already backed out against Chili. He's fallen back to about nearly 9/10. It's almost a full second now. Oh, yellow flag. What just happened?
Something has happened near the back. Oh, J-Cho's out. He completely crashed.
And also looks like Midnight doesn't
Yep,
have a front wing.
that's gonna be a full safety car.
Safety
Doesn't
car.
have a front wing. Well, I spoke too soon again. Why do I open my mouth?
Why are you cursing us?
I open my mouth and I'm like, hey, we found a couple less than a safety car, yay! And then, not 30 seconds later, a safety car occurs. Fantastic. Okay, everybody, welcome to the MRL F1 Safety Car GP. I'm your host, Mock Mage. Joining me here is Pat.
Yeah.
Right now, we have the safety car leading the race. Absolutely dominant performance right now, leading the most laps of the race thus far.
Sugi changing front wing. Huh.
He must have gotten a bit of wing damage. Oh, Normbash
and we lost
retires.
Norbash.
Well, now we only have
looked like
14 remaining.
It's going to be a drive to survive.
Yeah, quite literally, yeah. But now we have a bunch of people coming out on hard tires, which I think the hard tire can make it to the end, albeit struggling, but I think it can make it.
It can make it because there were people in the Tier 1 race who were able to get to like 27 laps.
Oh yeah, then they'll be able to make it, but of course, with the tire degradation and no assist, it's going to be that much more brutal.
But there's a bigger thing that you haven't even said yet about it. The bigger issue.
Okay.
The safety car.
Well, yes, that is true. They are going to save a lot of deg thanks to the safety car, so yeah, that is a good point.
And how many more times will we see it is the bigger question.
I'm scared to know. Is this the second or third? This is the third time we've seen the safety car.
The third.
Oh, boy.
And it's lap 9.
No. We are barely a third of the way through, and we've already seen...
We're not even a third of the way.
Yeah. Looks like we have someone requesting an interview. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Hop. I can probably pull.
Yeah. Just
hop into the waiting area, then we'll get you. JJ.
Okay, if he's ready, we can bring him in.
Yeah, I just sent him a message.
He's not joining in, is he?
No, I told him to do something. He's thinking that's not what I meant.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I guess we're not going to get another review. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, never mind.
There he is.
Hey, Jojo, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Unfortunate that you DNF. Looks like you may have sent it a bit too hard and just obliterated your left front tire.
Yeah, I locked up.
Yeah,
I'm a normal ABS player.
Yeah. It's a nature no assist. It's brutal. But yeah, a lockup here is practically a death sentence.
Yeah, I locked up into the wall 3-4 times. I broke my wing / took off my tire a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're going to be getting
That's
back
fun.
into the race momentarily. So, thank you for your time. All right, so we're going to get back into this right now. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I hope we can make it a few more laps without anything crazy happening, but we'll see.
That's always the hope.
Okay. So here we go,
Was
getting
Chili
back started.
Willy
Chili
good?
Willy is
There.
going to have a great getaway once again. Yellow Snowman now being the one chasing instead of Sugi, who's down in P11 at the current moment, but not for long. He's already up to P10. Meanwhile, up ahead, Punju and Freebird are going wheel to wheel. Punju successfully taking a hold of P8, making up a lot of ground right now. At the same time, the field is looking pretty bunched up in the top 5, with the exception of Chili Willy, who's now making a proper getaway. Epic wins, sends it around the outside of Moo Irons, and makes the getaway. Meanwhile, Sugi is doing his best to make up ground and potentially find a way past Punchu. At the same time, Midnight is sending it super hard, and actually managed to overtake Moo Irons up into P12. And Moldy Dragons also makes his way past Moo Irons. Is Moo Irons, does he have damage of some kind? Or is he just having a bit of a poor start? It doesn't look like he has it.
He has damage now.
Yep, and that might be a safety car as well. No?
Hopefully not. I don't think we will.
Okay, fantastic. I felt genuine terror and dread for a moment. I did not want to see that happen again. But,
we
oh, wait, Drunken Shamrock disconnected. Well, that is bad. What level of AI is this, by the way? That might be important to know.
60 or 70.
Well, let's hope he can rejoin soon, because he's got a train of cars eager to overtake him, and he's already losing a noticeable amount of time. Yellow Pockets Sector 2 and 3. That's Moo Irons. Wait, Midnight's out. Oh, there's a big pile
Midnight's
of...
out.
Oh, that's a safety car for sure.
Safety car.
Why?
That one was a deserved safety car.
No,
I'm gonna say
absolutely.
that right
He DNF'd in the middle of the track, and I don't think Moo Irons has noticed, so he may drive right into the middle of the McLaren. Never mind.
Never mind. He won't.
What? Wait. He did he not get? I'm amazed.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't know what's happening either.
He somehow avoided the giant shunt, though.
I mean, Moo Irons. I'm amazed he didn't get. Wait, what's going on? Drunken Shamrock left.
He just rejoined and then left again.
Yeah, I think this whole lobby is bugging right now.
I'm gonna try to find him and give him an invite. Just send him an invite to the game. Yeah, Irons is replacing his front wing, which I think you and I can both agree that he needs a new front wing.
Yep, okay, Drunken Shamrock has managed to rejoin. Thankfully, the safety car saved him from losing any positions. So I guess it all worked out. Well, not for Midnight, but you know.
No. his teammates not too happy, I'm sure.
Hell yeah. Unfortunately, this safety car is going to continue for a little while until the Aston Martins catch up. So we're going to be waiting a little while longer on the safety car. Well, I have a feeling this is not going to be the highlight race of the week.
No. No,
Oh.
absolutely not. I don't even know what we're going to pick out if we're going to do a timer thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jarkin just left again.
Oh, boy. This is...
Okay. Do I try again? Do I give him one more?
I feel bad for Drunken Shamrock. He's in P3 and could potentially lose it if he doesn't rejoin.
Yeah. I just gave him another invite.
Oh,
Punju just rejoined. Punju! That's
Punchy
why Punju leave.
disconnected. Yeah. And he's joined back again. Oh, boy.
But yeah, I got him back in, so hopefully we don't have this issue.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Balam is going into the pits. Is it a strategy choice? If so, I'm a little uncertain of it. This is a strategy.
It's a...
I think that Minions can make it. I mean, as long as safety cars continue like this, that's honestly not a bad call.
It's not. It's a real tough spot with... This is our 4th safety car.
Yeah.
We're not even at half distance. I'm afraid to say we might get another 4.
Yeah. If this continues, I'm gonna be clinically depressed by the end of this race.
You and me both.
Yeah, I mean, they were experimenting with simulation damage, and well, talk about a trial by fire. I think if this continues, they may elect to do reduced damage or standard damage.
It would be standard, but
Yeah,
it's just
standard.
Or maybe not even that. I mean, you could probably do reduced safety car.
Well, no, they're trying to keep it as realistic as they can, and I think if you just reduce the amount of damage, that would save a lot of, like, I think that would save some drivers for DNFing and stop so much debris on track, and, that would help out a lot. But, yeah, the last safety car was absolutely warranted, considering there was a car that was destroyed in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Imagine the day we successfully developed teleportation technology. There would no longer be any yellow flags if it was a whole car off the track. They could just teleport it. Boom.
Constantly green flag racing.
Yeah. I mean, that reminds me, aren't people working on a racing series of cars, like real life cars driven by AI? Isn't that a thing?
I don't think that's the thing.
I heard a little bit about something like that. I don't know. I could be completely mistaken, which, that happens often, so.
Yeah. Who knows? It probably could have been an April Fool's thing.
Maybe. I mean, I heard about this a few months ago, though. And I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone is actually trying that and it's going about as well as it sounds. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to when F123 comes out. And well, honestly, I think the season is well made for the calendar, that is, because it's going to be ending, I think, June 25th, which is just in time for the new game to come out. Because the games seem to tend to come out in like early July, so perfect timing.
Yeah. Freebird was just overtaken by Epic Wins.
And he gave it back. I thought we were about to see some Australia level safety car shenanigans. I think you know what I'm talking about, where everybody got held up for a short moment, and then you just see into the side debris going off into the gravel.
Well, who was it? Was it Magnussen that just kept going?
Yeah,
like when gravel just went.
K-Mag had a terrible race in Australia. I'm gonna be honest. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, drivers had a good race, the McLaren pair, and they're going to be getting an upgrade in Baku, which I'm very much looking forward to.
You know how well it's going to turn out, though.
I mean, we honestly have no way of knowing. It could make the car marginally better, albeit not by much. It could be an upgrade to put themselves on the same level as Alpine. Do I think it's going to be enough to be on the same level as Aston Martin? No, not
Absolutely not.
No, their wind tunnel is only just now about ready. And so they aren't able to...
I thought this was summer break that they said it'd be ready.
Well, I mean, they're... Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we heard that McLaren is doing a lot of testing runs in the McLaren 2021 car.
Mm.
The reason being they're using that to test the wind tunnel right now.
Mm.
So essentially they're just doing that to make sure that they're getting every little bit of data correct, essentially. So, you know. And
Chile's gone.
Yep, we are back underway, and Chile is just already running away with it. Yellow Snowman may be under a bit of pressure from Drunken Shamrock soon, because, I mean, the mediums, even though we've had 4 safety cars now, the mediums are certainly going to suffer from some dag. Free Bird is going to keep himself ahead of Epic Wins, but not for much longer. Epic Wins is sending it around the inside and manages to pull off the move. Punjo, I think, is going to look to get on the action, trying to get alongside, but he gets cut off by Freebird, but that doesn't matter. He's going to find a way through one way or another. What a send on the inside. He's put himself ahead of the Red Bull now, but I think Freebird may try to fight it back going into the corner, but no, he doesn't. He backs out.
That's a smart decision there.
Yeah, I agree. That was way too far back to attempt to send. That could have only ended in disaster. Yeah, meanwhile...
The real question is...
Oh, go ahead.
What is Sugi going to do against Whiffles? That's what I'm interested in right now. You got Sugi on 6-lap old hards against Whiffles, who's been on this hard tire through the whole race.
Oh, yeah. I think it's only a matter of time before these medium hard runners pit. Now, for the medium runners, it will be for the best if they wait until another safety car occurs, which, I mean, considering we've had 4 thus far, and we're barely halfway, another safety car is pretty likely. Punch, meanwhile, oh, that's a big holdup behind. What has happened to Epic Wins? He's lost several spots, nearly losing control of his car. That was a bit of a scary moment, but Punch is now up into P8, now trying to catch up to everybody else. Moldy Dragon gets past Freebird, who is struggling a little bit as well. You can see Freebird's Freebird's got Epic Wins right behind him. I think Epic Wins is going to try to make a move soon. Sugi's going to go for a send on his teammate, but backs out at the last possible moment. That was almost the most terrifying friendly fire incident I've ever seen in my life. But Balam is out.
Balam's out.
I think he locked up into turn 1, but that might be a full safety car again.
Nope, we're staying green.
Oh, yay. We are saved for the time being.
The game might have also said enough.
Yeah. I'm just imagining the safety car driver looking at the crash and just going, "I'm tired, boss."
We're actually hitting the point where the hard runners might start coming in.
Oh, yeah, and well, the medium runners as well, of course. Oh, Sugi makes his way past his teammate because his teammate crashed and is in a very bad spot.
Safety
triggering
car.
A safety car. Epic Wins
Epic is
retires.
out.
Well,
my prediction came true. Epic somehow screwed himself.
Yep, and well, hey, you know how earlier I was talking about that safety car that would really help out for the medium runner strategy? But would you look at that? Here it is. They better go pit.
It also helps the hards.
Wait, I just realized this is playing into Sugi's hands. He's going to be leading the race.
It's playing Sugi's hands.
Punjo's going to be second.
It's also...
And Moldy Dragon. What is... I don't know what's happening anymore.
This sounds amazing.
Yeah, okay, it looks like we might have a real race on our hands soon. But right now, this race is a race of attrition. As you can see, we have lost a little over a third of the grid.
Sugi's boxing.
Yep, I'm not surprised. Wait, Sugi's why is Sugi boxing?
Punju leads. Punju leads.
Punju is leading the race.
Right, everything's changed. I don't know who's where. It looks like Irons is staying out.
Well, this is all played out great for Chili. He's up in third with only Irons and Punju ahead of him now. And
Well,
Chili's on fresh mediums, which will make it to the end with 0 effort.
wait a
So
minute. Aston Martin recovery drive. Aston Martin recovery drive.
don't speak too soon, Pat. That's
I
commentary's
know.
curse about to happen. I've already triggered it, what, 3 times now?
Like 5.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
You have almost killed
I
the
have,
man who is winning.
yeah, I have ruined several people because of my commentator's curse.
uh, we've hit halfway. It's a miracle. Oh, Whiffle's retired. He crashed under safety car.
What?
He
How?
crashed. Whiffles.
Why?
Out of turn 4.
Well, on the bright side, for everybody remaining, as long as you finish, you will be guaranteed getting points.
There you go. Yeah, I was on board with Iron and saw what actually happened with Whiffles. Trying to look on the stream replay. Oh yeah, it just looked like he just cooked it.
Hey, bro, let him cook.
They're gonna let him cook on the streets of Singapore. I'm sure there's plenty of places for him to cook over there.
Yeah, genuinely. Honestly, I would love to go to Singapore just to sample the
yeah.
food. Like,
Exactly.
honestly, that's one of the reasons why I would want to do a world tour, just to sample the foods around the world.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what? What has happened? Anthony Jenkins is going to the pits. Why? He's like,
Huh?
what? Wait, unless he's going on medium tires, in which case
Mediums.
that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, that's...
We both were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we thought he was out of his mind, but no, that was honestly a good call. I don't blame him.
It was a good
doing
call.
that. Yeah, because now he's on a better, faster tire. I mean, the Hornets could have made it to the end, but he only lost a couple spots in exchange for a significantly faster tire. So I can't say I blame him. I don't blame Punja for staying out, but I think that tire wear is gonna play a notable role in what's gonna happen near the end. Now, right now, with all the drivers remaining, who's your favorite to win?
I mean, it's hard not to say Chile.
Yeah, I agree.
I will give you outside of Chile though, because Chile I feel like is the easy way out of the question, because he's just been that good this race. I do feel like he's gonna. If I had to pick someone else, my guts actually tell me Punju.
I actually agree. I think if Punju can pull a strong enough defense, he could potentially win this. But it all depends on if Punju, as well as Irons, in between the two of them, could put up a strong enough defense. But I mean, that's going to be easier said than done. Chile has had spectacular pace, and he was only on the hard tires. And now he's on an even faster set.
Yep.
Okay, there's a confirmation from race control. Safety car is going to be in, and we are now, if my math is correct, we are 60% of the way through this race. Yeah, 60%. Okay.
We're getting close.
Yeah, we are getting close, thankfully.
What was this our 5th safety car or our 4th?
I don't know anymore. If someone in chat knows, please comment about how many safety cars.
Let us know.
We don't know anymore.
We've lost count. It's probably been 5.
I think 5. I think you're right, but we'll see how.
Puncher's gone.
Yeah, he pulled a great restart. Maybe not as great as what Chile has done before, but still, that's a solid start. Chili Willy, though, is already gaining ground on Moo. Not enough to send it, but Sugi is sending it alongside his... No, not his teammate, never mind. But he's ahead now to P6. I think we're gonna be getting too exciting. Oh,
Oh,
well,
there goes Irons.
Yep, Irons has completely lost it, and now Punju no longer has any defenses in between him and Chili. So it all depends on if Chili can find a way through, or if Punju's defense will be strong enough to keep him behind. Considering the tire difference, I think that's gonna be a massive factor. Meanwhile, Anthony gets past Freebird and is now up into P8. But with all of this fighting going on, Yellow Snowman is doing his best to keep up, with Drunken Shamrock and Sugi also closing in. This is looking like a potential 5-way fight for the win.
Yeah. I believe the words that Punju needs is run away!
Yeah, this is the time to run, but unfortunately Chili Willy is not about to let that happen. Though Punju is putting in a great effort at the moment. Oh, I think he had a bit of a braking issue there at that turn, because now Chili has closed the gap. You can see just how close it is between the two. And then, because of this, you can also see Drunken Shamrock and Sugi all closing in. We've got 5 cars all right behind each other. And even Benzo is starting to close in on this group. Chili is now right on the heels of Punju. Will it be enough to send it into turn 1? Oh, it will, alright. He's got it alongside. It's going to be able to get ahead of the Haas driver going into turn 1. He backs out. Talk about a close call, though. You can see Chili, he took a different angle than other drivers, and it looked quicker. That's honestly kind of insane. Oh, look at the traction he's got right now. He is on the heels of that Haas, looking on the outside. Does he have enough speed to get ahead and take the lead? No, he doesn't. Punju is going to be able to remain ahead. Oh, but meanwhile, Sugi gets ahead of Drunken Shamrock. He's up to P4 now. I think Sugi could potentially catch up and get in on this action himself.
Yeah, Sugi's looking great. I also love Punju's defense there, just parking in the middle of the track, giving actually nowhere to go.
Yeah, I do think Punju, I think there is a noticeable difference in setup between himself and Chili. I think Punju has a notable lower level of downforce, giving him an advantage on the straights, allowing him to keep Chili behind. Although I don't think it's going to help for much longer, because Chili's going to look for an option on the outside. Oh, wait, did he hit the wall a little bit there, I think. No, he didn't. Okay, he just got ahead. What was that?
I don't know how that worked.
I don't know how that worked either, but he made it work, and he's now ahead and into the lead. But Yellow Flag is 2 and 3. That's Moo Irons locked up and taking the runoff there. Meanwhile, Punju's already losing a ton of time, but this is helping out Chili, allowing him to build a little bit of a gap. And it's already put Punju out of range, but Sugi's going to go for a move on Drunken Shamrock into turn 1. Can he put himself ahead of the Ferrari into third? Yes, he can. He's done it. Sugi is making a brilliant comeback drive right now. Now, there's only 2 cars between him and a potential victory, but you can already see that gap extending massively. Punju has burnt up all his ERS, though. Sugi is not much better, though, in that regard, but that DRS is going to do him a load of favors when it comes to getting past that Haas.
That was a great move by Sugi. Maybe a bit aggressive for him, but that was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got to send it, and send it. He did. That paid off fantastically for him.
Yes.
But he can't count out that competition behind. You can still see the Ferrari and McLaren right behind. Is Sugi going to send it on the inside here? He's going for it already. He's not waiting for that DRS. But you can see Yellow Snowman is getting in on this as well. Yellow Snowman taking advantage of the opportunity. Gets ahead of not 1, but potentially 2 cars. Oh, this is absolutely incredible racing we're seeing right now. Sugi and Yellow Snowman still alongside, neither driver wanting to back down here, going into the next corner. It looks like Sugi did manage to keep himself ahead. I was so excited, I dropped my controller.
Punju!
Punju's out!
That's a safety car!
That's going to be a safety car for sure.
Car. Yeah, safety car.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait, is Sugi going to pit? No, he isn't, but Drunken Shamrock will have no choice but to pit with the wing damage he
Nope.
has, right? No? Who got... Oh, no, it was
Yellow
Yellow
got the
Snow.
wing damage.
Yellow Snowman got the wing damage. He's going in. Benzo Slice is falling behind. Oh, that is
Everyone behind looks
just...
like they're
That
going in.
is absolutely tragic.
I might see if Punju. I feel like we gotta talk to Punju after that one.
Yeah, maybe. Give me just a moment. I'll be back.
I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send a message. Well, this is a very interesting race that we've been seeing here today. Bit of a rundown while Mage is gone for a moment. Chili, who's led most of this race, is back in the lead. Sugi finally caught up to him. We'll have a fun battle with that. They're on the same tire life, so this will be interesting. Same with Drunken Shamrock. Apologies.
Okay.
He's now up there. McLaren fighting with him. Then we got Irons, Benzo, Yellow Snowman, Anthony Jenkins, Moldy, and finally in P9, Freebird.
Honestly, if I remove Irons, I would have pitted. I'm kind of shocked that
Yeah.
he didn't. I mean, he still has an opportunity
Yeah.
to, and if I were him, I would go in because, I mean, he's on the oldest set of tires now. I mean, sure, he's going to lose a few spots,
Yeah.
but I think it would be worth it in the long run, considering, you know, just considering how old those mediums are, and he has that many laps until the end. It is in his best interest to pit, but he isn't. He's staying out. What I think he's doing is potentially gambling on yet another safety car to occur, which, you know, given the circumstances, is not unlikely.
Yep.
And is Punch interested in doing an interview?
I sent him a message,
Okay.
and we'll see if he is. We should be going in this lap, though.
Yeah, with everybody catching up, absolutely. Moo, again, I think it's a questionable decision to stay out unless he's gambling on another safety car to occur, which could very well happen. But when it comes to who's
Yeah.
going to win, I think it's a pretty clear cut between these three drivers at the front: Chili Willy, Sugi, and Drunken Shamrock. One of these three drivers is going to be at the top of the podium, and I think the other two will be joining them.
Don't curse him.
Well, too late. I may have already done so. We'll see.
Too late. But the main thing is, what can Benzo, Anthony, and Moldy do on fresh soft tires?
Well, with the limited amount of time remaining, potentially make up a few spots, and, well, I think Benzo, considering he's a fresh soft compared to Moo, Irons, aged mediums, Benzo should be able to easily find a way through simply due to that tire difference. But, you know, Benzo, if he
Yeah.
makes his tire count, could put himself on the podium potentially. Anthony Jenkins and Moldy Dragon, of course, can't be counted out either. But we'll see what happens as the safety car is going to be coming in this lap. Now, Chili Willy, in the restarts we've seen, has managed to run away with it time and time again. We'll see if he'll be able to repeat that trend.
Yeah. We will just wait and see on that.
Okay, making his way towards the final corner, Chili Willy is once again taking his time. He likes to get going right before the pit box. Oh no, he changed it up again, and he's running away with it once more. And yeah, that's a clean getaway. Meanwhile, there's a solid gap between everybody. No overtakes immediately off the bat. We can already see Benzo closing in on Moo Irons. I think he can make a move potentially into this next turn if he's willing to send it. But he's going to back out and get some better traction on the exit, potentially trying to make a move here. But no, he's a little too far back, at least for the moment. Anthony Jenkins, though, might have enough to send out in the Ferrari. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he looked for an opportunity, but unfortunately couldn't get past. Moo Irons, though, managed to stay ahead, but not for much longer. Moo has lost a couple spots. Well, one spot, but now another, as a Ferrari almost sends it into the wall there. Yellow Snowman having a very scary moment there. Anthony Jenkins also getting through, trying to send it on the inside of Yellow Snowman. It's a really risky overtaking spot, but unfortunately didn't pay off for him. Fortunately, though, didn't lead to a wreck either. So Moo, with those age mediums, has lost a ton of spots, which, again, leads me to think he probably should have switched to the fresh tires in the pits earlier. Yeah, because he's all... Oh, well, he spun.
Oh. Yeah. He's going again, though.
I mean, hey, as long as he finishes, he's going to walk away with points. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Sue, she closed the gap.
Yeah, he is putting in a brilliant lap. Speaking of, he just put in the fastest lap. And, you know, he could very well overtake Chili here soon, especially when DRS is enabled. Not this lap, but the next lap.
Well, it's also someone to bring up that Chile has about double the amount of ERS that Sugi does.
Well, yeah, and that's going to be a really great asset for him. You know, it's going to allow him to defend quite well. Still, Sugi has a solid amount of ERS. He's even faster in Sector 1. What? Oh!
Yeah.
No, never mind. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we are good. Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it still says it's live.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
Yeah, it still says it's live. We're still going right now. I just need an invite back.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, my internet just suddenly had a huge spike for a hot second. That was scary. But we're all good. And looks like Punju is in with us, and we are back live, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, unfortunate DNF that you had there.
That was not fun.
Yeah, I bet.
That was a stupid mistake too. It wasn't even like oh, I got caught up in hard racing. No, I just locked up while turning like a literal donut hole and just went right into the wall at an inopportune spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unfortunate because it was fantastic racing up until that point. And then just
it was
yeah.
really fun. Yeah, I was having a blast for sure. Definitely not the way that I would want the night to end. That's the end of all my races for the night tonight. But you know, it is what it is. That's racing, right? Sometimes you just make a silly mistake, and it is what it is. And I'm glad I don't think it cost too many people anything. But I don't. Was there anybody behind me that crashed as well? I really am not sure.
You caused Yellow to go in and change a front wing. That's about it.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well. Whoopsies. Sorry, Yellow.
Wait, so okay, so I'm back. Sugi's in the lead, but he has a penalty? What?
Yeah, he got a 3 right after you DC'd.
Oh, why?
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, well,
Mage does owe you an apology, Punju. He gave you commentator's curse in qualifying.
No, he didn't. What did he say?
I said
he was like, he's on a really good run, and then just fucked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my commentator's curse has impacted at least what 5 times now. It's ridiculous.
Nice. That's a good start for the day.
Yeah.
Well, guys, sadly, I just have to jump in and jump out. I've got to go because I got to start getting ready for one of my friends to come over, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
But hey, you guys all have a wonderful rest of the stream tonight, and I shall see you guys very soon. And thanks again for rocking it down on NA. I'm sure everybody's loving having you guys.
Yeah, yep. Thanks.
We're very happy to have you.
Yep.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Okay. Back to the race. Sugi is in the lead, but as long as Chili simply keeps up, he's fine. And he can take the win. Benzo has gotten ahead of Drunken Shamrock, but Drunken Shamrock is going to take the position right back. Benzo went for a full send, I think, there. And it nearly
It also
paid
looked like he
off.
outbraked himself.
Yeah, that was a bit of a moment there. But Benzo has way more ERS, while Drunken Shamrock has literally none. So I think Benzo could find himself on the podium.
And we lost Drunken.
Speaking of, there we go. I think Benzo is going to safely make his way past. Unfortunately, Drunken Shamrock won't be able to do anything about it, considering he's kind of disconnected.
Yep.
Still, Benzo
We'll
won't be able to overtake him here, so if he can rejoin before then, I think he's all good.
Yeah, and I believe it's on 70 AI, so they're not extremely slow, but they're not extremely quick either.
Yeah, meanwhile, back at the top two, Mitsugi with that penalty, I mean, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, 3 seconds. But Chili Willy had a bit of a moment there, actually. If Sugi can pull enough of a gap, I don't know how he's gonna pull that off with only 3 laps remaining. He's gonna have to pull a little over half a second a lap to make that happen.
Yeah. I don't see it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because, I mean, like, if he just didn't exceed track limits, which I'm assuming is what caused it, you know, he would have a victory in the palm of his hands. Meanwhile, Benzo, he's going to go for it now on the inside. He clears the McLaren and takes a hold of a podium place.
Sugi just had a giant moment.
What happened?
Almost spun it. The back end just started kicking, but he got it, and Chili gained like 2 or 3 tenths from that.
Yeah, Drunken Shamrock rejoined. Unfortunately, he's going to see that Red Bull no longer behind, but ahead of him. So that's definitely going to hurt. He may try to make it back, but considering in those age mediums, he's going to be struggling, and now he's got a Ferrari behind to deal with. Speaking of, Yellow Snowman looks to be trying to go for it. Unfortunately, he has to remain behind. Moldy Dragon is also wanting in on the action.
Yeah, it really that the last spot on the podium is up for really all the way down the Moldy Dragon right now.
Well, not much longer because Drunken Shamrock is losing a noticeable amount of time to Benzo. Over a second and a half now, Benzo is clear of DRS range. So now it's up to Drunken Shamrock to try and hold on to P4, but he's got 2 pretty rapid drivers behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've got Chili Willy still remaining behind, so unless Chili Willy pulls a massive mistake, he's got the win thanks to Sugi's penalty.
Yeah. Which I know he'll enjoy, but I know with experience for myself, it's such a better feeling when you win it on track instead of from a penalty.
Well, yeah, of course, but, you know, win is a win.
Oh, as I say it, I spoke it into existence.
Well, yep. Looks like you have the commentator's curse now.
I don't know if it's a curse, more of a blessing at this point. Blessing for Chili, a curse for Sugi.
Yeah. But Sugi is still right behind and could still potentially make a comeback here.
I mean, at this point, unless Chili gets a penalty, which I don't think he will at this point, Sugi has to just continue his momentum, and he's got P2.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, we still have we have 3 ongoing battles. Battle for the lead, but it's pretty much decided at this point. Battle for P4 between Drunken Shamrock, Yellow Snowman, and Moldy Dragon, not too far behind. And P7 with Freebird and Anthony Jenkins. And speaking of this battle, it's looking increasingly heated. Yellow Snowman as well is on the heels. Moldy Dragon, though, I think is out of the fight now. But for Yellow Snowman, we're about to go into the final lap. I think his best opportunity is going to be after turn 4. So he's going to have to make that DRS count. Unfortunately, they're relatively even on... Wait, no! Oh! What just happened?
He just dumped him!
Oh, Drunken Shamrock had a huge moment, and then Yellow Snowman attempted to break. I think he may have accidentally pit maneuvered him. Again,
Yeah.
complete accident, but I think he may have done that. And it potentially may have given him some front wing damage as well, because Moldy Dragon is now rapidly catching up.
I can't see any damage, but that instance to be looked at by the stewards for sure. I can say that right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I think it would just be down to a racing incident, an unfortunate
It could
one,
be.
because really, he did not have much time to react at all
No.
for what happened.
Right. Well, I mean, that's not our call to make, but we'll see what happens with it.
Well, actually, an interesting development. Sugi's lost a ton of time. I think those minions have finally died on him. But he's also lost seconds to Benzo Slice. If he has another big moment, he could very well lose P2.
Yeah. Benzo's 6.7 back. Sugi needs a massive mistake if Benzo's going to take that place.
Oh,
Yellow
well, speaking of a
flags.
massive mistake, I think Drunken Shamrock just had a huge moment. And now he's got a Red Bull and Mercedes right behind him.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
got
he may have
Freebird.
damage, but it's a little bit hard to tell because this camera angle refuses to change and I can't get a close look. There we go. Looking a little
I don't see
closer.
any.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any damage. Wait, Yellow Flag in Sector 3! Benzo crashed! He's
Benzo's
out!
out!
What? He's...
Snowman's going to get the podium!
Benzo literally threw him a podium at the last sector!
Chili wins!
Chili wins after a big moment like that. Suki taking second. Yellow Snowman after Benzo's disastrous error takes P3. Moldy Dragon fourth. Drunken Shamrock is going to be able to barely clutch it and bring home P5 for McLaren, but he's being chased the whole way. Meanwhile,
and we still got irons.
Yeah, we still have
finishing
irons
slowly.
making his way. But hey, he's going to get P8, which, is higher than over half the grid. So, credit where credit is due. Well done to him for being able to simply survive this race. Which is more that can be said for 9 other drivers who unfortunately DNF'd. Well, actually, Benzo, because he finished so close to the end, he's going to be able to technically finish in the points of the P9. Because he was within that 99%, basically. So he's still going to be able to get a hold of that result, at the very least. Still, he basically threw a podium. And Moldy Dragon gets Driver of the Day, which, considering he was at the bottom row, all the way up to P4, I'd say that's definitely well-earned. Speaking of well-earned, fantastic result from Chili Willy. Just able to keep his head cool right at the front, avoiding mistakes, and bringing home a victory for Alfa Romeo.
Yep. And we'll be able to get our interviews underway now. We'll look at results real quick, then we'll bring in. You want to do P1 first or P3 first?
Well, let's do P3 first, then P2, then P1.
All right.
Yo, 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 yo.
Here, you got us.
What's up, man? Let me go to my... that was a sec.
Yep. It's still buffering on my end.
There you go. Should be on now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's still buffering. Hang on.
There we go.
Okay,
there we go.
perfect.
We got you now.
Okay.
So, Yellow Snowman, what a great podium there. I mean, I think it was unexpected, to say the least. It was looking like a good P4, and then unfortunate mistake for the Red Bull. Just
Benzo lost it in the tunnel.
Just straight up handed you a podium. I mean, still, we take those, so, fantastic result. I mean, you were fighting hard throughout, having to fight Sugi, Drunken Shamrock. You were battling with them for a good portion of the race, as well as Punchu until he unfortunately crashed. But still, fantastic result for the season opener.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Bit of a stress test with the whole simulation damage, right? Being at the first one of our season, but I think the racing was actually pretty good
Oh, yeah.
when there weren't a ton of safety cars, right?
Oh yeah,
gonna have
it was
to
fantastic
see.
racing. Some of the best I've ever seen, really.
Yeah, it was good racing, but I think I had a pretty good day. There was a moment there where we got a little hairy, but I think we did pretty good. But yeah, good day for no assist.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see
it was
if that trend continues for you, managing to stay on the podium throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, Chili's going to be hard to get. He's got really good pace, him and Sugi. That's why they're 1 and 2. But I think a third of was like my realistic goal. Most of the races, not gonna really shoot for much more than I get it. But it's more just for the fun of racing. This is a really big, chilled out tier compared to tier 1, where it's just super chaotic all the time. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Just I wish we just had more of this throughout the season.
All right.
Really good.
All right, thank you for your time. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next race.
Thank you, man. See you, man. Great comms.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get Sugi. All right, we're gonna get Sugi in here. If maybe
Maybe. Perhaps.
give him a second. We got Sugi.
Okay, Sugi, brilliant race. You had to do a whole lot of battling throughout the entire race, and you managed to fight your way into the lead. That is, until you kind of sort of got a 3-second time penalty, and unfortunately, that was just the beginning of the end. Still, a fantastic result to get second place. Great start to the season. So, how do you feel with that result?
Honestly, I'm really happy with that result, especially after what happened in Tier 1. To get this result, especially in NI, because I feel if I never started playing iRacing, I would probably be at the back of the grid. But learning breaking points and being able to actually get a good result for once is actually nice.
Yeah, I would say it's paying off because with us knowing you for a while, we can definitely tell your pace has improved. You actually are a little bit consistent,
Yeah,
which is nice.
yeah. We were both predicting that you would send it into a wall before a quarter of the race went through. So
To be fair, I did send it into a wall twice, I think.
Yes,
I
yes,
mean,
you did.
you still managed to bring home a podium, so podium's a podium. Can't really complain about that.
The funny thing about that is that it was the same wall twice.
Which
Yep.
wall?
Oh, it was exit turn 4, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a very easy one.
And then wall where Punju crashed out.
Oh
I
yeah,
hit
that
it
one.
Yeah,
twice I hit that wall twice.
Yeah, that one
Yep.
caught out a lot of drivers actually.
I got damaged twice as well. And then that's why I lost the lead at the beginning. I mean, after I got that 3-second, I lost the lead because I got damaged. I had to drive like the last 2 or 3 laps with that. It was pain.
Yeah, hopefully we get more of this from you this season and no assists.
I am looking forward to it.
Yep, thank you for your time.
All right, I'm gonna get Chili. All right, just sent the message. Hopefully we get him in here.
Yeah, he's in the waiting room.
Can I move him? I can.
Okay.
All right, Chili, you got us?
Hello.
Chile wins. Flawless victory. Jokes aside, what a performance! You dominated quality, dominated the race. There was a bit of a moment with Sugi there where it seemed like he had you, but after the penalty, of course, he basically had the win, but still beat him on track by a considerable margin, taking home the first victory of the entire season thus far. Brilliant result. So, how do you feel with it?
I'm very happy. It was a very hard race, lots of pushing, but I'm happy to keep the momentum from last season going across this season. And I just hope it keeps going like this.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
seem-
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
going from winning the championship to already winning the first race. Obviously, you want to keep this momentum. Try to go back to back.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and well, I mean, with that win, yeah, you definitely want to keep the momentum going, but you certainly still have some stiff competition, as Sugi showed you, and I don't think Drunken Shamrock can be counted out either.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be another hard season, just like last season, but I think it'll be a fun one, and yeah, I think it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch you race next time when we go into the next race next week.
Yeah. Coda next week, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It is the Circuit of the Americas next week, and I think we're all going to be looking forward to what I consider to be a modern classic.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, thanks for your
Yes,
time.
it will.
Guys.
Yep.
Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Yep, you too.
All right, so here's
That's
the
good.
calendar. So, of course, next week we are going to be heading to the Circuit of the Americas, followed by Hungary, back to the USA, then back to Europe. Oh man, if this were real life logistics, that would honestly be pain incarnate. But thankfully, of course, this is all-
Carbon neutral.
Yeah, but we're gonna be looking forward to the Circuit of the Americas next week, and I think we can all agree that's going to be a race to look forward to, and hopefully filled with less
Absolutely.
safety cars. So we'll be
It's a bit wider, so we should be good.
Oh yeah, we'll be seeing you all then. I've been Mach Mage.
I've been Pat.
We'll be seeing you all next time.